What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook fam? Guess what? It is Tuesday, and you know what today is Wife Chat Tuesday. I'm so excited about being on here today. I have some amazing news, and I also wanted just to address a few things. Thank you so much for joining me here on Wife Chat. So go and share that Wife Chat is going down. I want as many wives on here as possible. And so please go share that Wife Chat Tuesday is going down with Gail Crowder, the one sexy wife. Again, I am so excited about being a part of you guys' lives every single Tuesday. So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, Angela. Please go share that Wife Chat Tuesday is going down. I'm going to talk about something that is kind of near and dear to my heart tonight. And I'm going to talk about what's in a ring, a wedding ring, that is. Because Erica, hi, Erica. How are you, sissy? Thank you so much for joining me. And so please go share that Wife Chat Tuesday is going down here on Facebook. I'm so excited about being on here, and I love that God allows me to. Cassandra, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Please go share that Wife Chat Tuesday is going down. And so I want to talk about a few things today about, you know, what's in a ring, a wedding ring. Because I think that so many people have the wrong focus on a wedding ring. And I will tell you where this comes from. Hey, Tawana, how are you, sissy? How are you? Thank you so much for joining me on Wife Chat. I thank you guys so much for getting on here. I don't take it for granted. I try not to be on here very long, but this Wife Chat is something that I want to address. Last week, I got a email from a young lady, and basically she told me that she really enjoyed Wife Chat, and she had watched 3 previous Wife Chats that I had done, and she learned a whole lot from me. But I concerned her because on the 3 Wife Chats that I had done, that I did not have my wedding rings on, and that if I was a true woman of God, that I would wear my wedding rings whenever I'm teaching women about being married. And so, as you guys know, I am an open book, and I welcome your suggestions. I welcome your comments, and you can post whatever you want to in the chat. If you want to hit me up personally, you can do that. And she actually sent me an email. And so I won't ever say the person's name, but I want to tell her that what's in the ring, right? And I do have wedding rings. Y'all see them, and they are real. And I've been married for 30 years as of July the 20th to the same man. And so I wanted to get on here because that opened up a door for me to really search the scriptures and do some research on really what is in a ring, because I know plenty of people that have been in my life, and plenty of people that I've heard of that has spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a wedding ring. And I will tell you, when Gail and I got married 30 years ago, I was 21 and he was 22. And we was so broke, we couldn't even pay attention. And so the rings that I adorn today, and I want y'all to see them, right? This one I got at 25 years, and that's a representation of Gail and I, and these are real diamonds, right? And that just solidified our bond. This ring right here, where I'm trying to make sure I show you guys, because I want to make sure this lady know I got a wedding ring, right? I got the first part. I actually just got the center stone around 12 years, and he's added to it every year. And this past Christmas, he gave me the other side of this ring. And so Gil and I have been through a lot in the last 30 years. And I just wanted to come on here and tell people that a ring does not make a marriage. I know a lot of people that have beautiful rings and don't have a marriage. Having a wedding ring on does not keep you committed in your marriage, because I get more men hitting on me with my wedding rings on a daily basis, and I'm not being funny, than when I don't have my wedding rings on. And so I searched the scriptures and I was looking to find out really what does God say about our wedding rings, because the way the lady put it to me is that if I was a covenant woman and really true to my marriage and really wanted to reach you guys, I needed to be wearing my rings in order for you guys to really take me seriously. Most of the time, by the end of the day, I take my rings off. It's because I just want to be comfortable. And I didn't think that that was going to get you guys not to listen to me. Like I said, I've been doing this work for the last 10 years, and God has allowed me to talk to women all over the world and help them with really big issues in their marriage. And it had nothing to do with my wedding ring. But I came on here to address this for anybody who is struggling with a spouse that does not wear their wedding rings, or you're struggling because you don't feel that your wedding ring is big enough, or you're in a situation where, you know, a guy wants to marry you, but he's trying to get you the ring that everybody thinks that you should have. Again, a wedding ring does not make a marriage. The covenant that you make between yourself, and the other person, and the covenant that and the words that you say from your heart up to God, and he seals that. That is what makes a marriage, never a ring. Because if I was to lose these rings today, I still have a covenant between God, Gail, and myself. And so I wanted to address this here on Wife Chat because, again, this lady wrote me an extensive message about, you know, why don't I wear my rings? And she questions my faith. She questions the validity of my marriage when it came down to my wedding ring. And so I wanted you guys to know I really do have them. And I will probably do hundreds more of Wife Chat without them on. And it's not that they're too small or anything like that. It's just that that doesn't make my marriage, and that doesn't give me the validity to sow into you guys' life. I hope I'm making sense to each and every last one of you guys. But again, I did search the scriptures, and it has nothing to do, the covenant that you cut in your marriage has absolutely nothing to do with a wedding ring. And I want to make that very clear. And I want to free some women up who are struggling, trying to figure out how to get a bigger ring if you're waiting on a ring, and putting pressure on yourself about you need a bigger ring. Be satisfied in the covenant that you have. And even if neither one of you guys wear your wedding ring, be committed to the covenant that you cut before God. And that is the most serious thing that you can do. And having on a wedding ring does not stop either spouse from cheating. Having a wedding ring on does not make you guys be more in love than people who don't wear wedding rings. And so I want to come on here and dispel the myth of a wedding ring. And I'm going to give you the background on where Christians started wearing wedding rings, because I didn't even know where it started. And again, I searched the Bible extensively for the last 2 days to make sure that when I came here before you guys to address this, that I was spiritually sound. But I also went and searched and said, really, where did the wedding ring come from, and why do we wear them, and what is the significance of it? I do agree that anybody who's married should have a wedding ring. Now, whether you choose to wear it or not, that does not negate that you have made that covenant. I just want to make that very, very clear. So as I was doing my research, and I'm gonna put on my readers because it's at the end of the day. The wedding ring or marriage ring came into the Christian circumstance in the 19th century before AD. The custom of wearing and caring for a wedding on the fourth finger of the left hand is based on a romantic, although unscientifically found, Greek fable that an artisan from a gold firm decided that this would show a symbol of love, togetherness, and oneness for Christian marriages. They believe wearing your wedding ring on the left hand on the fourth finger, that the artery from your heart flows to that finger, and that symbolizes the binding of your hearts into one. That's where the Christian wedding ring thing really came from. It came from an artisan that was crafting gold, and he was a Christian man, and he thought that if you make a wedding ring and put it on your left hand on the fourth finger, that artery that flows from your left finger flows to your heart and will bind you with the person that you exchange the rings with. That's really what a Christian or a person wearing a wedding ring symbolizes. One, becoming of one heart. When you do your vows and you create that covenant, that's where God seals the marriage. And so I just wanted to come on here and talk to you ladies about, it's not about the ring. It's about the covenant. It's about the commitment. It's about the vows that you took whenever you took them, and combining your one flesh, two people becoming one flesh in the eyes of God. And so I wanted to tell the young lady, I thank you so much for your email. I took it very seriously. And my prayer is that you understand that I am a Christian woman. I do have rings. I do take what I impart into you guys very seriously. And if you have any questions, you have any comments, anything you want me to talk about here on Wife Chat, I am an open book and I will address it, because again, I take this very seriously, and I take the call that God has placed on my life to impart each and every one of you guys very, very serious. And so I'm going to scroll down here, and I appreciate everybody joining us. But again, it's not about a ring. It's about your commitment. It's about the love that you have for God first, to be committed to the vows that you took in front of that pastor, preacher, or whatever. Gail and I actually went to the justice of the peace because we couldn't even afford a wedding. And so, and that was years ago. So what I'm saying is, it's not about the ring. So stop stressing yourself, stop stressing your spouse if they don't feel comfortable wearing a ring. And that opens up a whole nother door. A lot of people are like, well, why don't they want to wear a ring? Well, my husband works at a hospital, and he's constantly washing his hands, and he's constantly taking gloves on and off. So he chooses not to wear a ring at work. He wears it on the weekends, and he wears it when we go places, but he chooses not to wear a ring. That doesn't make him any less married. That doesn't make me think, oh my God, when he's at work, he's doing whatever. It has to do with a commitment, and it has to do with the covenant that we cut in front of God. And so again, I wanted to come on here just to tell you, stop stressing yourself over a ring, wearing it or not wearing it or whatever. Yes, it's nice to wear a ring, and whenever I go out in public or travel or whatever, I wear my rings. But when I get on here, I think I'm talking to my girls. I'm trying to be comfortable. And again, I just wanted to hopefully the young ladies on here and understanding that it doesn't make me less married. It doesn't make me less qualified, and it does not make me any less committed to my covenant because I did 3 videos without my wedding ring on. And so I got a request from a young lady in a personal message. And so next week, we're going to be talking about what if a wife feels that she's invisible to her husband, which I think is going to be amazing, amazing topic. Again, you guys, I am so open to you guys putting topics out that you want to hear me to address to the best of my ability. And I will always do it. And I will always come from an experience or what I've done research. Because again, I did research on this wedding ring thing, and I couldn't find nowhere where God said, if you don't wear your wedding rings, you're not married, the covenant's no good, and all those kind of things. Again, I gave you where our wedding rings came from. And so again, I appreciate you guys. Is there anything that you guys want to say to me? And again, I'm not being funny, but hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And again, I thank you guys for being on here. But let me just tell you this. My Father in heaven is so good to me. And you guys know I have been talking about my wife summit that's coming March 2019. And God has shown me that there is going to be 1,000 women that come from all over the world to verge on this wife summit like no other. We are going to literally shake the center of DC, right? We're going to shake it with the glory of God and with wives coming together. And so I was, trying to make sure that I did what God told me. He told me March. He told me in the middle of DC. He told me I need to be where a metro station is and not far from the airport. And as you guys know, down here in DC, in this area where I live, that's cherry blossom season. There's a lot going on in the city. And they just kept talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars to hold this summit. But my God is so faithful. Oh my God, he is so just. And yesterday they were like, Gail, if you change it to February, we can get it into your price point. And I was like, everywhere we turned, they just kept going up and up and up and up. But I will tell you, I told my event planner, who I love to pieces, I said, no, I said, let me go into prayer one more time, because I want to make sure that I don't settle for what these people are telling me I have to settle for. I know God told me March. And so this morning, when I get up at 4 o'clock to pray for wives and marriages all over the world, I do it every single day. I said, God, I know what you told me. I know you told me March. I know you told me in the heart of DC. I know you told me near a metro. I know you told me near a airport. And I said, and I believe what you told me. Do you know today, say today, if you know that you know God is leading you and calling you to do something, no matter what it looks like, no matter what your pocket looks like, no matter what everybody else is saying, if you believe it, you shall have it. Do you know that hotel, Jesus, turned. They lowered like almost $40,000 disappeared from that contract today. So we have a location for the Ultimate Wives Summit. It's going to be exactly where God said it was going to be, and the exact month God said it's going to be. And I'm telling you, I am so excited. So you guys get ready. You can go on the page right now and start registering. The actual website will be up on Friday. And I just want to tell you guys, I've been talking to you guys about it, and I've been asking you guys for prayer. I've been asking my Loving Him Without Losing You coaching people to pray. And I just thank you guys for believing and standing in the gap, because today God did it. I signed a contract. It is something that is doable and livable. And so now it is on like Tyrone. We are about to blow this thing up. And so I'm going to need your support. I'm going to need for you guys to register. I'm going to need for you guys to share it, because he's told me there's going to be 1,000 wives from around the world. And I believe that with every fiber of my being. And so before I get off of here, go visit gailcrowder.com. It's called the Ultimate Wives Summit. It's on my homepage. Start registering, because at 1,000, and y'all say that's a lot of women. No, it's not. At 1,000 women, we're going to cut it off, because that's exactly what he told me to do. And so, and you're saying, oh, March, that's a long time away. No, it's not. So get in before it's too late, because literally it is going to be life changing. I'm working with some amazing, amazing celebrities to come. It's going to be off the chain. I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be like none other. And I believe that. And so, as I sign off for here, if you need anything, I offer a free 30-minute. I don't try to sell you nothing. It's at the total bottom of my website. Just click on there and schedule a time. And again, I love you guys to pieces. And if you're struggling with getting your spouse, or you struggling about wearing a ring or how big your ring is, just know it's not about that. It's about the covenant that you guys cut before God. Because this right here can go, but the one flesh that y'all joined, right, when y'all said I do, is what's going to be lasting, not these material things. Again, I love you guys to pieces. Have an amazing, amazing night. And whoever that young lady was that sent me that email, I got him. And I am a woman of God, and I am married to Gail Crowder. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love you guys to pieces.